Jennifer, I'm recording. Hello, Haka. You wanna come in and say something? Why are you using the toilet? You're using the wrong toilet. You have ensuite toilet and you don't use it.
Hi.
Hello. What would you like to say?
Our new house.
Our new house.
This is our bedroom.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna put a king size bed here. That's our toilet. Money.
Money. This is my mother-in-law, Jenny's mom. Money.
Oh, I'm tired. Why my mom is working but you are?
Because I worked all week. Tired. She bought something to use in this new house and then she broke it before she even used it. Money! What is that? What is what when you don't know what is what?
Push it in. Push it in.
Haka. What do you look like? Huh? What's that? What's that? Is that your new collar? Haka. Hey, look this way. Haka. Look this way. Haka. Haka. Come on, Haka. Haka, look. You asshole. Haka. Yeah. There you go. Your new flower color. A blue. The boy's color. Boy. Cancel me. I'm looking at grandma. Chi, 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 chi. The new color is itchy.
All rubbish. Your job.
No. I guess I have to get up. Ugh. The ground is so comfortable. It's a brand new carpet. Right now, it really does feel like I made it. This video should be uploaded before the new year 2023. So I would like to start off by wishing you a happy new year, and also I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. I've been thinking about what to say for a very long time, and I feel like I'll never find a specific way to say it, so I decided to just go for it before this year ends. I've been missing in action for a couple of months. I decided to take a break to sort myself out, or maybe to get a clear view of what I want out of my life before I enter the next stage of adulthood. For this video, I want to walk you through the story so far for this community and where we're heading. It'll be a nice video to end this year with, so go on a journey with me. Let me start from why I started streaming. Maybe some of you remember me repeating this in most of my videos. I started streaming because I wanted to make friends. More specifically, I wanted to change something in me that stopped me from talking to people. Ever since I was more disappointed than I could handle, I was not able to maintain friendships like a lot of people could. I would get to know someone, spend time with them for a while, and then avoid them like a plague because talking to them becomes exhausting. Later, I realized that was because I was trying to adjust myself to them rather than being open with who I was, all for the fear of not feeling accepted. One day, I saw a sponsored post on Tumblr of Rebecca Black streaming on a website called YouNow. And at the time, I was at the phase of nihilism, wanting to try anything, so I did exactly that, try. Then it accidentally became this big thing on the website, where I would stream to please the chat box which flowed like river. And I felt this responsibility of keeping this community going because it was so interactive. Everyone seems to know everyone. And I felt like I found a place where I was accepted, except I was still adjusting myself to everyone like I did with many of my past social life. But I've crossed paths with many people during that time and made meaningful connections with some of them. I could openly talk about anything to all of them. One of them attended my wedding. All of them helped me out when I needed it the most, and I am forever grateful. When I was online, it offered them a place together. It became a group activity we would do on a weekly basis. We would have new people come in to spice up what would have been ordinary. I looked forward to streaming because I knew I would end it thinking, I'm glad I did it. I can't think of a way to transition into the next thing I'm going to say. It wasn't long till the crack started to show in the community we built. A good friend of mine at the time began to act weird towards my other closer friends because he was convinced the strong feeling he had for them was mutual when they were not. The man left after he and I had a disagreement. As for the people who were in love with him, one was engaged in real life and the other was under 18. The one who was engaged left the community out of frustration for that man. And as for the other young lady, she once left because she was frightened, but then she came back to our community because she was stronger than I was. She valued staying with us more than letting this one person ruin the fun. As I continued streaming throughout the years, I placed my focus on this one person. She was the one who was getting the most out of what we did as a group. This gave her a place, people to meet, and allowed a moment of escape from whatever she had to deal with in her real life. Ever since I met this person, I've watched her growth over the years and it brought me joy. It was like having a little sister who follows me around every stream. I wanted her to have more people in her life, or at least not turn into someone like me if I was the example she was following. That's why I kept streaming. That's why I was looking for ways to bring more people into our stream. It's what motivated me. It's almost 2023, and I've finally stopped streaming. I've struggled to stream this year, and I remember struggling to find a reason to continue last year. Because ever since last year, this little girl who I was worried about the most finally found the one who she is going to marry next year. When I found out they were dating, I was so relieved. The boy who flew over to stay with her is now planning their future together, and I can't help but feel like a proud dad. I stopped streaming because I felt like I did everything I could. I tried looking for other ways to stay motivated, like setting a goal, investing myself into more people, or trying new ways to make streaming fun. But it didn't feel rewarding. Instead, it felt miserable. I've had a stronger drive towards bringing more people into our community when I was doing it for the people I cared about. But the ones I care about already found each other and their own happiness, so I don't really have a reason to continue. I was never interested in fame or making my online presence my job. I continued doing it because I wanted my friends to make more friends. I would say I did that pretty well. Another reason for why I stopped streaming was the risk that came with being a streamer or being a known online presence in general. Interacting with strangers online comes with its own set of problems, such as talking to the wrong type of people, being accused of doing something I didn't do or say, the privacy concerns like people knowing where you live, etc. And the words I say and actions I take may affect my family and friends. First half of those things are solved by recording my conversations online. I keep a record of things I say to people and what I get told, so if I forget something due to the number of people I speak to, I can go back to see what happened. This method has saved me from being told I've done something I haven't, and also people love it when I remember everything they tell me. I enjoy having people remember what I am about, so I understand. When I'm told being recorded makes them uncomfortable, I also understand that too. It's just something I need to do when I'm online to avoid problems. To be honest, I don't want to be doing that either. I'm a person with limited space in the brain, so it's unrealistic of me to recall what everyone told me about themselves, but I wanted everyone to feel remembered. I also don't want to think hard about every word that leaves my mouth because whatever I say might give away exactly where I live or say things that cause people to harass my friends and family. It would be nice to not think about stuff like that. So, not being online for a while has been a nice getaway from the stress I've had to internally deal with for the past few years. I'm not on Discord because it doesn't feel good being there, and lately I've been focusing on what gives me joy and excitement. I'm moving into a new home that I own with my wife. I have a wife now, by the way. In case you didn't know, I have a wife, and I'm proud of the fact that I have a wife because for so long I thought I was unlovable, but here I am, loved and married. We got a baby on the way, due in Feb, and we plan on having one more. Very exciting. I am a cracked Mercy main player in Overwatch 2, so if you're in Aussie server and you need support players, hit me up. My interest is no longer with this current community. The Shishimaru I used to be was fragile and indecisive. I used to let people decide what to do for me because I don't want to cause disagreements. I would laugh when not needed because I think it lightens the mood. There was a time when I felt alone the most, so I did everything I could to be liked. Once I reached past more viewers than I could handle, I hated where I was. I didn't like who I was. My friends who I discovered through the journey helped me change that. My wife supported me the whole time when she didn't have to. I'm surrounded by great people. And those great people are surrounded by awesome people. What more could I ask for? Who I am now is exactly who I wanted to be 5 years ago. And the longer I stay being Shishimaru, the less I am left with. So I think it's time for all of us to move on. It's another new year. Nothing stays the same, so why should I? Right? After this year, I will work on new projects, which might be new uploads on this channel, or it could be a gaming stream, because I am very addicted to Overwatch right now. How I came to this conclusion is when I was talking to my good friend a couple of months back. He told me that online should be a safe place, and what I do here shouldn't feel like a responsibility. So here's to us, ending this chapter of our community and creating something new for us to experience together. If you choose to stay, I won't leave you behind. If we lose you along the way, I hope we end up together again. My name is Mikey Nakada. Nice to meet you. I'm half Japanese, half Filipino, living in Brisbane City, Australia. I am 29 years old, soon to be 30. Not single, and kinda gay. I'll see you on my new journey. Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year.